Hello, world. Welcome to the show. Today we have an esteemed guest. He's the newest New England Patriot, drafted in the 5th round to Baltimore Ravens. Grand Valley Laker, my favorite part.
Hey,
He's a Michigan guy. Matt Judon, how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing well, man. I'm blessed, and I can't really complain about nothing.
All right.
Cool. So give us a little insight about how you got into the NFL. A short version, because I'm sure it was a long road, right?
Yeah, it was a real long six long years in Division II. But the short version is my junior year, I had 10 and a half sacks, and then my senior year I led all D2. I mean all divisions with 21 and a half sacks.
Oh, you
and
broke my sack record in 1 year?
Yeah. I mean, I was playing all 4 quarters though.
I wasn't gonna mention.
Yeah.
I mean, I was playing all 4 quarters. I think I missed 2 games though my senior year.
Pretty good.
Yeah, and one was against Lake Erie, so I probably would have had 30 sacks if I'd have played that game. But shoot, that's really how I got put on, and my name started ringing some doorbells, and then I went to the combine. I went out to the combine, and then I had a pretty good day out there, and then the Ravens took a chance on me.
Yeah,
nice.
I remember going. I was out to practice against you guys that 1 year, and Harbaugh just had so many good things to say about you, and just kept saying, "Man, we were lucky to get him," because it's not every day your 5th round pick turns into a superstar. So I'm really excited for you on that, man, and excited that you're with the Patriots now. What was the free agent process like? Was there a lot of teams? What was your decision making process like for that?
Man, really, everybody think the free agent process like way more cooler than it is. That shit was kind of like it happened fast, and it was like it wasn't that fun. Like I thought I was gonna be talking to the teams and be like, they send me an offer. I'm like, no, that's not enough or anything. it didn't happen. Nothing. It didn't happen. Nothing like that. So my agent called me. He was like, all right, we got 4 or 5 teams hitting us up. And this is before this is like the tampering period where I know I'm not going back to the Ravens, so other teams can call. And so they like, all right, yeah, we got 4 or 5 teams giving an offer. And they like, all right, this is these teams offer. This is, well, I went to the Patriots. So they was like, this is the Patriots offer. And we got a couple other offers. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I want to compete for championships. I don't really want to be in a rebuilding stage of a team. And I thought just the Patriots was the best team to give me that competitiveness and to actually like win right now. And they've been winning, and they won every almost. Well, they was in 7 of the last 10 championships.
Yep.
So I think that's why I picked the Patriots, just because they resume and because I want to win.
Right. Yeah.
Because you're in the off season now, and you're going to a new team. Does your mentality and the way you train become different because you're going to a new team, and it's almost like I gotta show why am I a stud? You know what I mean? Or do you just kind of go through the same process?
Nah, I go for the same process. I think my off season and my grind is just so rigorous that I don't really have to change.
Yeah.
But I do implement new stuff every off season. So one off season it was boxing, but I continued to box. But like this off season, I got into road biking. I was strictly on the Peloton. I love spinning. It take a lot of pressure off your knees and stuff,
joints and
your joints. So I love riding a bike. And then somebody put me on to like actually riding a bike and going outside. And it was like, you'll get way more miles in because like 10 miles on a Peloton, bro, that's tough work. But I'll go outside and I'll do 10 miles and I'll be like, oh man, I still want to ride the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like this off season I took up road biking and it's been fun, man. I've been posting my I think it's called Spinnerella or something. I've been posting that, and people like, dang, you're doing pretty good. And then,
you started Tour de France.
Nah. I'm trying to get my like uphill. I be just like working on going uphill because I'm still in Maryland right now, so it's so hilly that I'm trying to stay above like 12 miles per hour going up a hill.
That's tough.
And so it's just all catered.
Yeah, that's cranking because I ride a lot too, and for a big boy to go uphill, like it doesn't matter.
So you got a caravan behind you.
You got 30 extra pounds on you than most people, man. That's being generous too. So it's tough for me anyway. So what's it been like with the new squad? Like I know they love to move guys around, which is why I was, the Patriots was always a team I wanted to go to. Was that how? I mean, I know you don't want to give up much, but are they going to move you around a little bit? Are you going to play a little inside and do some fun games with your unique skills?
So that's what we was talking about in the mini camp. I actually was only up there for 7 days, like 7 days of practice. And that's what we was talking about. We was talking about learning the playbook and being versatile to where we can move me or the guys that we have wherever we need to be moved and to exploit matchups on different opponents. And so with that, I really loved it because they can call a play from the sideline, and with the guys that we had in, we could change the whole look of the play every time that play is called.
And you guys can do that yourself?
We can do that ourselves on the field.
Yeah.
And it's as long as you know the playbook, and it's as long as you know what needs to get done. They don't care how you get it done. As long as you know what needs to get done, they don't really matter. They don't really care where you line up or if you start off the ball or on the ball. Okay. So I really like that.
When it comes to like goals for each season you play, do you have any, like the amount of sacks? Are you going into like the Patriots saying like, hey, I'm gonna get X amount of sacks, or is it just kind of see how it goes?
See, every year I want to get double-digit sacks. I haven't had a year with double-digit sacks yet, but that's always the goal. And then from that, then it's whatever the team needs.
Yeah.
And I feel like when I was with the Ravens, I did a lot of other stuff besides rushing the passer, just because I had that skill set. And I knew what was going on. And so it was a lot of times that, with certain guys that I would have a responsibility and I would switch them to doing that responsibility because I knew how to play the flat or I knew how to do this. And so that's always what it is. It's whatever to win games. At the end of the day, I just want to win. So my stats and my play and all that, it would speak for itself. But I'd rather have championships and hanging up banners than have, be the defensive player of the year or have the most sacks or set the sack record. But, with doing that, maybe, if I do that stuff, it'll help us win games. So whatever it takes to win games, I'm just winning.
Yeah.
That's when you get to that level of what you achieve, that's all that matters. Because in the day, most people are around the same talent level, right? And it's just the mental side of like, okay, now I just want to win. I want to implement myself on this game to win games and then ultimately win Super Bowls.
Exactly.
And I think for you and going to the Patriots, I think they're lacking. You're going to fill in really well, and I believe you're going to get double digits no problem this year because, for one, y'all are whipping everybody most of the time, so you're playing from behind, and you'll get a lot of chances to rush. Yeah. And I think you're going to be coming off the edge strong. So, did you line up any other contracts this offseason? Did Taco Bell throw something at you, or?
Man, I wish, man. You know, only offensive. It's offensive players, and then it's like 4 or 5 defensive players in the league that can get contracts. Honestly, like it sucks. It sucks. It doesn't matter like what your personality is or whatever. It's the people that ESPN and Sports Center markets, and you know the NFL markets. So you know if you're a name like Jalen Ramsey or Aaron Donald, or you know it's just guys like that are easy, like people are just throwing themselves to get contracts with. And then it's also like other good players, they don't have that many contracts just because that's not who gets marketed like that. Yeah. Like I believe when he was playing, and probably still now, Luke Kuechly could get any brand he wanted. Yeah. You know, that could touch any brand that he wanted, even if he like never talked. Right. But you know, it's people like me that, you know, doors don't open as well, but I still be knocking though. I still be trying.
You're still young.
Skuta, that's our job, man. Skuta, we need to get this man some contracts, bro. We need to bring the bag.
Bell, come on, quit being so cheap. Get the man a chalupa. Free chalupas for life or something.
We'll get it done. So before you go, we've got a quick discussion, a question of what me and Skuta have been always arguing about. What is tougher, football, American football, or football, English football, or soccer? Which would you say is the hardest sport? And don't be biased because you play in the NFL.
It just depends what you grow up playing. It depends what you grow up playing. But I think it's harder. I think it's harder to get into the NFL than it is to get into soccer, just because there's so many different soccer leagues. You know, you can, but NFL is really only one. And then every 4 or 5 years, they try to come on with like a lower tier, like the XFL or the NFL or whatever it is, and then they just fall apart. But you know, in soccer, you got the Europe League, you got the MLS, you got leagues in Italy, you got leagues all over. Yeah. And so it just depends what you come up playing, because, you know, I think you know, a couple players to play soccer if that's what they focus on growing up. But, you know, it's just a lot of running in soccer, man. You know, ain't nobody trying to do all that running for one goal, maybe 1 or 2 goals. You know, but I'm 100% positive. Maybe we got like 4 or 5 players in the NFL that can play in maybe MLS, but I don't think nobody in MLS can play in NFL. So I'm gonna say football.
Ooh, okay.
So you don't think any soccer player could play like corner or safety? Because obviously we're not built to play like linebacker or that. Like, you know.
I know,
not fast enough, or
corner, but y'all not physical at all. That's what
we got the physical age there, bro.
I know you. All that muscle. We see Ronaldo. We see his abs and his workouts all the time. But once he get hit on that soccer field, he be down, rolling on the ground, all that shit. We get hit every play, and we dust it off and line back up. Y'all get hit one time and y'all be selling. It be so bad.
Yeah, but we're trying to get the guy sent off. You know what I mean? And we ain't got pads on though as well. There's no pad.
It's a different deal when Derrick Henry's coming around that corner, coming at you like you got to be a grown man in that moment.
I don't want no part of that, bro. It's man down. It's man down, bro.
Yeah, but you see it all the time in the NFL. Like corners and DBs be making business decisions. Like it's like, all right, am I about to hit this? Am I about to hit Derrick Henry? Am I about to hit Saquon? Or am I gonna try to like run with him and push him out of bounds?
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
So it, you know, soccer a hard sport, but I don't think y'all can cross over.
Yeah, the physicality part. Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
Well, all right, Matt. Well, I really appreciate you coming on, man. Thanks for spending the time with us. And
thank you.
Best of luck to you this year. I know you're going to kill it out there. Maybe we can check in mid-season, man.
Yeah, all right. Definitely. Appreciate y'all.
Much appreciate your time.
Yep.
Peace.
All right.